welcome to the vlog. It's what's the name of this place? A1 Pits.
You all have interesting characters, but some of them are all hidden. I wonder why you all want to dress always the same. With the same hats, the same coats. I'm sure all of you are interesting and have wonderful things about you. But looking at you in the street, you all look so much the same.
Pit 5. I've just come out for a quick 24 hours because I'm going to try and catch a fish. That's what fishing is all about, is enjoyment and just escapism. And where are we fishing? Well, I'll tell you. I've gone on the Krabby Crab bait about 14 wraps in the bottom of the weed. Now what you got is you've got the weed that's coming up, and underneath the weed there's like a canopy, and we're trying to get the bait underneath the weed onto the bottom amongst the gravel. Once a hooker fish, that's a different story. Now the other two rods, got 3 rods out. One's just underneath this tree on the right hand side here, which is in about 8 foot of water. And then I've got the other one on the edge of this tree. I'm fishing the margins. Do you want to keep on going on about margins? So this one has got particle, which has got black eyed peas, maple peas as you know, and ropes, hemp, maize and corn. That's what I'm fishing over. So I'm fishing on this tree on corn, scattering the boilies, which is the Krabby Crab. On the other tree it's just on the Krabby Crab. But what I've got to do is just wait and see if we catch a fish. Nothing more to it. There's nothing special about this vlog. It's just a vlog, fishing, me getting out and escaping. And I just fancy trying a day ticket fishing for a while, because I haven't, to be perfectly honest. Club waters all the time. So let's see if we can try and catch a fish. Thanks for watching again. Like and subscribe, press that bell button. Normal stuff, eh? Let's do the B-reel. Now here's the thing with these high pressured waters, there's a lot of bait that goes in. Another train. There's a lot of bait that goes into this water, and there's a lot of pressure on it every day of the week. And this is pit 5. Now there's some really good commons in here, and that's the reason why I've come down to fish this water just for 24 hours, because I want to try and pick up one of these commons. If I don't, well, I failed. But it's not about catching and failing, it's about just getting out and enjoying yourself, isn't it? So that's the most important thing. And I'm going to try. Now let me have a look and show you something. I've decided to tweak the bait I've been using. This bait here is the Krabby Crab. I'm going to call it Krabby Crab because it's very crabby. It stinks, but I like the idea of that. I like the stink, and it lightens up a bit in water. As you can see, that's where it is. Yeah? So it's part of the testing process of trying to get these baits right. And now when people try baits, they usually go on day ticket waters, and it doesn't really matter if it's day ticket or club water, to be honest. Let's move all this stuff here, because it's about trying different waters, different venues, trying to get the bait to work. Now 24 hours is not a good indication to see whether the bait is going to work at all. It's just a quick overnighter. But if I can try and pick one of these big commons up on 24 hours, I'll be happy. Now, like I said before, I'm going to be fishing down the margins, because I'm a big believer on big lakes like this. This is quite a big lake, of fishing down the side where people throw the odd single, a bit of bait down the side when they're leaving, and I'm relying at night time, just down each side, on the fish coming in and mopping up in the middle of the night. And if it doesn't happen that way, so be it. That's just the way fishing works out. So tell me, if anybody has fished A1 pits, tell me how you fished it, how you got on. I'd like to know. Put your comments below and tell me how you went on about it, how you caught your fish, and what made it work for you, or if it was good camping, did you enjoy it? Now, like all social media platforms, I had a look on Facebook and I look at the reviews, and some people said it's a hard water, or was it number 6 that was a hard water? But to be honest, it's about enjoying yourself. Now, ignore some reviews because it's about you and your experiences and your degree of angling, quality of angling that you can achieve for your own specific reason, which is for you. Enough of me waffling on anyway. I think I've just done a fish in a swim. See that there then? While I was speaking to you then, just off the edge of this tree, a fish just rolled. What it did, it just tailed up. It's about 8 foot of water. I can't believe that, it just rolled. Now, luckily enough, physics dictates that me speaking to you now, the sound doesn't enter the water, but gravel and moving does. So what I've got to do now, there's a lot of gravel here. I need to keep on the grass away from the gravel because that kind of noise will transmit noise through the ground. Man, that'll be so exciting if that goes. That's just in the margin, and it rolled. I had to come here just to check and have a look because I thought it might have been a coot, a black chicken, but it's not. It was a fish. Happy days. Let's see if we can catch one. It's still there. I think there's a couple of fish there actually staying. I'm just trying to keep behind this foliage and not cast a shadow because it's gin clear, this water. Absolutely gin clear. I'm not going to put any bait in while it's still feeding. We've also got the A1, that's why I called A1 pits, over there, so you've got the car traffic as well. This is what I love about summer fishing, because you have a better chance of seeing fish. Now, first thing when we got here, a lot of the fish was in the weed beds out there where the birds are at the moment, where the ducks are. And as the days come on, the weed has gone higher and higher in the water, breaking the surface a lot more. Now it's more visible, but these fish are now in the margins. So all I can do is just wait and see if one picks up. All I can do now is wait and see if one picks one up. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. Them trains are really noisy.
Rocks on the pavement, couldn't touch this. Elevated to the tippy, King Elvis. Store boss never brought back memories. 3 to 1, but it feels like 10 of me. Young love gonna be what it's gonna be.
Well, sun's starting to set, fish are showing. Let's get down and have a look. Fish are showing, out on the spots, the rods are out, and hopefully we'll pick a fish up. Nothing showed in the margin after those couple of shows. I did have a drop back, but nothing happened after that. These things happen. Have you heard that? What was it, motorbikes and loud exhaust? I think they were the kind of kids that went round the schoolyard going wham all the time, and now they've got their own bikes, do it for real, don't they? Well, I'm going to set a time lapse now and see. Just looking, I'm still looking. I'm going to set a time lapse and see whether we can catch some satellites and stars going overhead. And if we get a fish, I'll get the lights out and hopefully get a big common. So what I'm going to do is just going to relax and wait until tomorrow morning. And do you know what? I bet tomorrow morning we'll get some mist on the water. I'll get a nice sunrise. Can't wait. This is what it's all about. It's about enjoying yourself, getting out and enjoying every minute you've got. It's nice like this. Guys, tell me what's in this place. I haven't got a clue. Tell me how you fish it, what you do with it, and what you caught from it, because I would really like to know. I would really like to know. It's lovely, isn't it? Peaceful, truly peaceful, don't you think?
Better days are coming, you see. Visions are for you and me. Elevate your soul. Fly, come with me.
Rocks on the pavement, couldn't touch this. Elevated to the tippy, King Elvis. Store boss never brought back memories. 3-1, but it feels like 10 to me. Young love gonna be what it's gonna be. Lactose, so it tastes like feta cheese.
More, what can I say? Still not a fish. Still not a fish, but this is fishing. More so camping. I've still got the rods down the margins, and I decided to leave them there because I've had a few knocks through the night and there just hasn't been a fish on the bank. Oh well. Now, I have read the reviews on Facebook about this place, and it's a lovely lake. It's well maintained, it's nice, it's comfy. I like it, I do like it, but like people say, it's not an easy water. Now, I do fish difficult waters, that's what I like fishing, but I think I'd like to fish this with for about 2 or 3 nights and just get some bait down and try to get them onto the fish, onto the feed, should I say. It's overcast. It was warm last night, but it was good. I enjoyed it, and the trains are still going past. This is the first train in the morning. Luckily enough, the train stopped, but last night, oh man, for about 3 hours. Paul, have you fixed it? John, no, not quite. All night, because I was repairing the lines right at the back of us. So I'm pretty tired. So I've had a lie until 8:30. It's currently 8:30. I'm using my little camera to vlog, because I couldn't be bothered getting the big camera out. So the audio will be slightly different. Well, what we'll do, we'll have a look at the kind of rig I've been fishing with. So there we have the running rig. Well, this is the rig I use anyway. It's a fluorocarbon rig with a Corda running rig attachment, which you can see just there. Can you see it? Now, what I wanted from this is I wanted to put a pink pop-up really close to the baited area underneath the tree. But what I wanted to make sure was that when the fish picked it up, because it's near some snags, that when it took it and it took the line and it moved away steadily. I didn't want it bolting into a snag, so that's why we use a running rig. So like the video was introduced as, let's have a look at the running rig. The running rig is what I'm using next to the trees, and the reason why I use a running rig is because when you're actually fishing close to trees and snags, that kind of thing, the last thing you want is that fish to bolt off into the snags. You want it to pick you up and gently move away, and then you get a slight indication. You can watch the line lift in the water, the rod tip starts to bend around a little bit, and that's the point when the fish gets hooked really close to the rod tips. There's no need to strike it. That's why I use a running rig. So let's have a look at the running rig. Let's have a look at the running rig that I'm using on this occasion, and it does change accordingly, but the most important thing is that the lead moves down the main line, so there's no friction whatsoever. Now, what I've got on this rig is a corder running rig type system, which is a sleeve that goes over the swivel, and that ensures that the lead doesn't bang up against the swivel. Now, what we have after there is fluorocarbon. It's a hinge stiff rig I'm using, and on the last section of the hinge stiff rig, I've made sure that I'm using a pop-up on a D rig, which has also got a spike screw that goes into the bait, which is the Krabby Krab, the pink one that I'm using at the moment. Now, that way I'm ensuring that the rig is staying perfectly on the bottom of the lake, and the pop-up comes up at the same level as a fisher's swim over the weed. Now, there's some weed that's really close to the bottom on here, so I want it to come either sit on the weed and drop into it, so the bait comes just over the edge of the weed. And the other thing I want to make sure is that the fluorocarbon, with this being gin clear water, it limits the visibility of the rig to the fish to make sure that it stays pinned down. And the reason why I use that little internet type leg off the internet is that it's the right colour, or it's very similar colour to some of the debris on the bottom of the lake underneath trees, which is a brown kind of a colour. That's what I'm looking for, so I'm trying to make it look as inconspicuous as possible. Now, we just need to make sure we catch a fish with this, so that's the running rig. That's a running rig that I use, and I'll put a little photograph at the end of the video so you can see how the rig is. I'm not going to do a construction video of the running rig because it varies greatly, depends on the kind of rig assembly you want with it, but make sure that the lead is moving freely down the line so you get a nice easy take, yeah, slow laborious take. Sometimes you can't catch it all the time. It's just about getting out, enjoying yourself, getting your equipment out, because we spend a lot of money on tackle, don't we? We enjoy fishing, we enjoy getting out and spending our hard-earned corn to do this hobby. I'm going to stay for the next hour, and I'm going to see whether that little spot there, there's still fish there, but they've just not picked my bait up yet. It's all about catching fish, isn't it? And camping and enjoying yourselves. And when you spend all your money on your fishing tackle and you've worked hard all week, it's good to get out. And do you know what? I've enjoyed getting out. I've even been healthy. I've not ate loads of junk as well. I've been really good because I'm on a bit of a diet now as well, because I noticed in the last video I'm getting kind of round like a weeble wobble. So I'm going to wait and see now for the next hour to see whether I catch a fish from that spot, one cast out right amongst the weed, right out there. Still nothing. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe, press that bell button, and it's really, and I mean this, really good to see you again. Take it easy.